Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to viewers from all over the world. Today, yet another show, our 27th show with our 27th guest poetess, respected poetess Molly Joseph from Kerala. Welcome, Molly ji, to 27th episode of Splendid 7.
Thank you. Hearty greetings to you and all from Kerala, God's own country, India.
Beautiful country, beautiful state of India. And uh, it's an honor for Splendid 7 to have you on the show.
Thank you, my pleasure.
So I'll just let you know the rules of the show in a very crisp way. That is, I ask you 7 questions, very light mood questions. After that, you read your poem. Then I read thought of the day. Then you give golden pen message to our viewers. And then we wrap up the show together. Yes.
Sure.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, yes.
Oh, very important part is before proceeding, I'll tell our viewers about you in the form of short bio. So, viewers, Dr. Molly Joseph is a professor poet from Kerala. She had a doctorate in post-war American poetry. She writes poems, travelogues, and stories for children and is a renowned translator. She has authored 17 books, which include 15 books of poems and a storybook for children. Adventures of Billu, Dillu, and Thrillu, and 2 novels translated from Malayalam. She has won Wordsmith Award 2018 and India Women Achievers Award 2019, instituted by Asian Literary Society, New Delhi. Molly Joseph has been conferred Poesis Award of Honor as one of the international juries. Her book, where it is the same, right?
Yeah.
So her book, Where the Saints Sing in Mirth, won the Master of Creative Impulse Award from Philosophique Poetica and Grand Productions Canada for experimental poetry. In 2021, she won the Yan Yan Gold Medal for Outstanding Poet. Her books, her books, Water Sings Over the Stones and Songs of Silence, won the Best Poetry Book of the Year 2020 and 2022, respectively. She represents India at SAARC, 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 and BIMSTEC Literature. Wow, what a wonderful and dynamic profile. It's really inspiring.
Thank you, Ekta. Thank you.
So, viewers, this was a powerful and dynamic profile of this is Molly G. There are many more, but since I have to read the crisp one, I've read this crisp one for you. So, Molly Ji, now time to begin the show. Shall we start with the questions?
Yes, sure.
Here comes the first question. Molly means star of the sea. Is it?
Really?
Okay, so throw some light on the meaning of your name.
Actually, to mollify that meaning, to pacify, to do something like, when somebody is upset or, you give a kind of solace, mollifying effect. Yeah.
Oh,
so I always try to relate my personality like that, even as a poet, as a person, to bring some kind of, soothing, solacing effect. That's how I would read my meaning of my name.
Okay.
My word.
Okay. So, do you like any pen name? So, which pen name do you like for you?
My pen name I do have. That is Maina. Maina means Maina bird. Actually, in my place, my font name with which people call me. I'm a bilingual writer, In Malayalam also I write. So that's the usual pen name I use, Maina. The Maina who sings and floats.
Yeah, we are aware about the bird. It's a cute bird, Maina.
Yeah.
We call it Maina. Yeah. We can understand truly. And yeah, so it's a beautiful meaning, and you have totally got it in you. Your voice and your presence itself.
Thank you.
So next question comes. What does peace means to you?
Peace means, for me, giving a wide berth to all, BERTH, accommodating everything, believing that each thing, person, event, country, whatever, has got its space in the world. When that sense dawns on us, there is peace. No aggression, no intrusion, intervention.
Beautiful.
So that is peace too.
It's a beautiful thought about peace, right? So next question is, which word comes to your mind first when you listen to the following words? So the word or one or two words which come to your mind first when you listen to these words. First word is heaven.
Heaven, happiness.
Bells.
Which word?
Bells. BELLS.
BELLS. Bells. Dancing, merriment.
Wow. Next is LP. LP. LP is the name of a place in Kerala.
Our place full of backwaters, lush green backwaters, so inviting, so meaningful, so solacing, so deep.
Yes. Here's LP is a beautiful place of backwaters in Kerala.
Backward.
Yes.
Yeah.
It attracts so many tourists and it's a place worth visiting. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Next question is, you are given three colors to associate with something. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what will you associate with those colors? So I'll ask for three colors. First color is purple.
Purple. Purple, I would associate with life, especially at that, mellowed stage of life, when a purple color permeates, suffused the horizons, the beautiful sunset twilight time, when it spreads everywhere, the sanguine color, purple.
Okay. Wonderful. Gray.
Gray. Gray sometimes connotes to me certain clouds that suggest the mundane, the daily repeats, the monotony. I mean, the lackluster.
And the next one is green.
Green. Wow, green. You're asking me about green from a lady from green. Green connotes, what you call the vibrance of life, the promise of life, the virulence of earth, and then, the creative principle of life. That is green.
Yes, absolutely. Green is something that, every color has something, but green is something like it's a dominant color in nature as well, blue and green. Yeah. So, yeah, it is so vast. Yes. Next question is, what is the way you feel is the best way of teaching, according to you? Since you're a professor, so what do you think is the best way to impart something or to teach? I'll take out my specs as I'm also looking like a teacher.
You look now very girlish. Yes, Ekta. Actually, there is so much of learning and unlearning in teaching. Each learner is a text that a clever teacher has to decode. It's like a book you're reading, the learner level. So I would focus on that interactive part of teaching much. It's not just single way platform teaching. You try to know the learner, his capacities, his intellectual, emotional, relationship quotient, spiritual quotient, whatever. The very self that makes a learner. And you probe deep. And then you touch and give the spark, the ignition spark, so that he comes out. The bud is blossoming. That is, according to me, true teaching. In that process, you as a teacher learn and unlearn. You are also a learner. The teacher becomes a learner because each student is an entity, a new book you are opening up, exploring, giving meaning, giving the creative spark, inspiration.
True.
That's the concept of teaching.
You've told it so beautifully. And yes, indeed, it is the best way to define how one can teach, or it should be means how teaching should be imparted. Because I remember where during childhood, when we sit in class, when the teacher who doesn't look into the books and interacts with the children directly, and they have everything in their minds, the back of their mind. I used to wonder that how they remember so many things, and they teach and they take questions also from different children. And yes, everyone understands, every child understands in different way, and then comes up, with the understanding.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
Teacher is also a learner and teaches by creating that spark in children. Yes, wonderful. I have to applaud for that. And next question is, arrange the following according to your liking. Yeah. Sitting on a garden chair and listening to music. Go on a walk with your loved one, and have tea and chat with family. So you have to prioritize if you're chance to do.
I think I would prioritize have a chat with family, the third one, your beloved one, you would like to have a chat, chill out with family.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. But along with it, the second priority is I need certain moments for myself. Listening to your music, I would sit on a chair and I allow my mind to wander. The grazing field, the meadows of memory or an experience, I want to encapsulate it within me. Second. Third one, obviously, is what you referred. Yeah. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yes, when it comes to tea, I would also prefer tea first. Tea and family. What a wonderful combination. So next question, and the last question for you is, from the following social causes, which one would you prefer to work for? So the social causes are girl education, orphanage, old age home, or any other which comes to your mind.
Yes. I would prefer educating girls because they are molding generations. Teach a woman or teach a girl child, she is going to raise a family, she is going to rear generations, molding mindsets. So it's not one generation you are molding. When you're educating a girl, you're educating a society, you're educating a family, you're educating a nation. So first preference would be that. Yes.
Absolutely. You are absolutely right. Because education is very important. It's a foundation for a country to bloom. indirectly, yeah, on a big canvas. Yeah, absolutely right. So these were wonderful answers from
You.
Molly G. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on them. I hope you liked them and
I
we
liked it. I liked the very informal spontaneity with which you are putting across the presenter as well as the maker of the questions. Wonderful. It had its own freshness, the questions. I loved it.
and the answers are just it's fragranced and it directly comes from the heart. So thanks for that.
Thank
And
you.
now it is time to listen to your poem. So please share one of your poems with us.
Okay. Dears, in spite of all the, what do you call, devastation that sets in with the corona, with war, with aggression on nature, everything, I am not the one to simply weep and lament and wallow myself in despair. Through my writing, I want to ignite hope that there awaits a better world. So I am going to read out that poem for you. Somewhere, somewhere in the midst of roaring traffic, a hand reaches out to help an old man cross the road. Somewhere, a kind policeman carries the pregnant lady caught up in the roadblock, rushing her to hospital. Somewhere, a child bends down to pick up the mud-strewn plastic to put it into the dustbin. Somewhere, a busy commuter turns around, stops to close the tap, oozing water. Somewhere, braving the heat, the woman nurses the sapling, the lone survivor of the giant mother tree that has been cut. Somewhere, leaders meet to work on truce to stop the fight. Hope, the first cry of the newborn, long awaited, distant. Peace as a promise, like the rain the thundering clouds carry. Peace as a promise, like the rain the thundering clouds carry. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, dear.
Thanks for sharing this powerful poem. I'll definitely say that the way I have listened to you before as the expressive way to, read a poem. It adds to it. Definitely. The emphasis on the words, beautiful poem. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you, Ekta. Thank you.
And viewers, after this wonderful poem, uh, and it is giving me an idea to share one of the poem now. Where usually I read the thought of the day, but I think it is not similar. But yes, it is about how we celebrate each other.
Wonderful, Ekta. Waiting for it. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So here is today for a change. I'll share a poem. So the title of the poem is "Celebrating Each Other."
Yes.
Celebrating each other with the gifts of caress. Being real, nothing artificial to impress. Looking after each other, being buddies, well-wisher, and lover. Promise to have the true look. Promise to give the true love. Promise to be each other's mentor. Promise to always stand for each other. So these promises may be occasional to express. Listening to them is like wearing a red dress. Glowing, flying, and smiling, understanding each other's silence, holding each other's arms, and shining. Though I wrote this poem for, for two people, but the first few part of the poem is a very general. It's for caring, and the rest is about two people, how they celebrate each other.
Uh,
So thanks for inspiring, and I just shared this
yeah,
poem with you.
it is great because first part I like most because you're talking about the word genuine, be genuine. That is it. Actually, that is what it connoted. These days, that's what is lacking. It's all like people trying to be what they are not, putting on the kind of pretenses. But in relations, there should be that kind of candid, genuine thing. And then you came to focus on the second part where true friendship, true love, understanding, mutual support, that is just holding each other's hand and listening. Yes, who has time to listen these days? Listening really matters,
So,
actually.
if
You are highlighting the core points that makes true relationship, true, bondage based on true, genuine love. Wonderful poem, Agatha. I loved it.
Thank you for the kind words. Really, it is a one beautiful gist of the poem, and if listening is there, I think most of the problems get solved, and we don't listen.
Yeah, that is it.
So yes, viewers, this was a poem from my side, and now it is time for a golden pen message from respected Molly G.
Yeah.
Please share with us a quick message or a golden pen message, which we call as.
Tears, the world is actually teeming with what you call complexities, uncertainties. We are as if standing on slippery shores. But still, life is beautiful, like the dewdrop that hangs on the blade of grass. It has the transient beauty. Likewise, life is beautiful. Let us relish each moment of life. And as writers, I'm addressing the so-called poets who might be listening. These are the few lines I wrote, which I thought was my role as a writer. Life touches. You script it out slowly, subtly, becoming everyone, everything. That is, when life touches us poets, we do the scripting part. We cannot help doing it. Something in us, drives us to pen it down. That's our signature on the world. And then in that process, we become one with the thing, be it a person, an event, or something, whatever, giving a wide berth, accommodating all, even the one who is the worst person, the worst critic, or even the so-called the worst event, the war, whatever that has happened. There's a place for things. And then we wait. That is it. The hope means waiting for the dust to settle down. Wait, we must for the dust to settle down and for the things to fall into shape.
Yes.
Thank you, dear. That's my message as a poet.
It's a beautiful message, and it's yes, the life is full of various colors. It has green as well as it has gray. So
Yeah.
you know, it is totally on us how we face those situations. Situations are with everyone. None
Yeah.
of us is spared.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing. So viewers, uh, so I think you must. I have loved this answers, poems, message of Molly Ji. I hope you will also love them. And I would like to thank you, Molly Ji, for honoring us with your presence on Splendid 7. And this is the 27th episode, and you are 27th guest. So wonderful to have you. Thank you so much. Thanks once again.
It was my real pleasure and privilege, Ekta, to be with you. I loved the transparency with which you were dealing with your thoughts and your expressions, the spontaneity. And I said, the candid, the genuine warmth that vibrated. I loved it. These are beautiful moments we shared, which I can cherish. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you, viewers, as well, for giving for your love and good wishes always for the poems as well as for Splendid 7. So thank you, viewers. Thank you, Molly. And now we both can say bye to viewers together. Yeah, bye.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Thank you for being with us, sparing your valuable time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ekta.
Thank
Love
you,
you.
Molly. Thanks to you as well.